Yeah, hi, Nagar. Sure. Yeah, hi. Yeah, just a second. Am I visible, Anju? Yeah, I'm fine, Mubarak. How is you? Yes, right. I'm having 5.8 years of experience overall, and in that I'm having 5 years in relevant to SAP FICO, and remaining is a domain experience. As a SAP FICO consultant, I've been involved in one implementation and two support projects, and I have good experience in SAP submodules like general ledger accounting, accounts payables, accounts receivable, asset accounting, and automatic payment program, and EBS. And coming to the cross modules, I've been involved in IDOC, DMing structure, and coming to the integration part, I've been involved in FI to MM integrations and FI to HG integrations. And also, I've been having good experience in CO submodules like cost center accounting, profit center accounting. That's all about myself. Yeah, right. LTMC is a yeah, I worked on LTMC. Actually, LTMC stands for Legal Legacy Data Legacy Transfer Migration Cockpit. Actually, in SAP, it is a Fury-based tool used in S4HANA to migrate master data from legacy systems from SAP to non-SAP. Um, and SAP, non-SAP to SAP. And here we migration in SAP S4HANA migration cockpit. I supported for customer, vendor, GL, asset master data, and I migrated open items and balances. Um, I used Decode LTMC for launch the migration cockpit, and we created a project here and chooses scenario and on-premises and selected the migration object, for example, customer, master, and jail balances, and downloaded the template here. And also, I got one issue here, uh, like I used MC migrate like vendor and customer masters with bank details and payment terms, and GL balance using GL account balance object, and legacy assets with AS91. After LTMC upload, I ensured a field mapping and aligned with new chart of accounts and validated open items like by using a BL1 T code and a PL51, and we ran simulations first to catch format issues, and then I executed imports in the waves during cutover, and also I had yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I used activity methodology. You're right. Yes, right. Yeah, we are having in activity methodology we are having uh, we have a discover phase. Here we discover in discover phase we build a business cases and identify value drivers, and in second prepare phase, here we have kickoff meetings and team onboardings here, and after that we explore phase. Here we have to fit to standard workshops and finalize the scope and gaps, fit gap analysis here, and after that realization phase. Here we did I did configuration system using like chart of accounts creations and company codes creation, asset class creations, like that, and I connected integration part and unit testing here, and after that deploy phase here, I used cutover activities and I worked on LTMC and go live here, and after that run phase here we given a hypercare support around three company codes. Yes, right. Yes, right. And one is a USC company code. In S4HANA, I mapped the company code's central legal entity with the enterprise structure. Like during configuration, I link it to the company code to the control area and credit control area and purchasing organization, like depending on the business scope. Like before SAP in ECC, they are using legal entity was typically referred as a legal entity, business unit, and or accounting entity. So, company code is standard to for financial reporting and control, right? Yeah, asset technical clearing, right? Yeah, I worked on asset technical clearing. Like it is a used for during a legacy asset data migration. It acts as a temporary balancing account. So when uploading asset values here via ES91 or LTMC, we can use real-time integration between asset accounting and general ledger. So by using A090 configuration, we define account determinant for asset transactions, and here we assign technical clearing account under acquisition for legacy. And after that, we use T-code AS91 for upload legacy asset master data and values. And that in that here the system ports acquisitions using a technical clearing account. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, right. I'm working on testing like and coming to unit testing. Actually, in unit testing, I validated individual configuration objects or developments like GL creation and tax code setups. I also you worked on string testing. So, the string testing is called as test linked to transaction across modules like Miro to F110. Coming to the integration testing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Regression testing is actually we can by using regression testing we retest the existing functionality after changes or transports here. Yeah, yeah. Foreign currency issuers I worked on. Uh, I configured the foreign currency deviation for finance. These finance statements reflect accurate values in company code currency. Like but coming to the configurations, I used OB09 for maintaining exchange rate types and values, and I also used OB22 decode for assigning exchange rate types to company code. And after that, in OB59, we defined validation areas and tools, and in OBAN, OBA1, I assigned GL accounts for exchange rates. So. And finally, we use Fagel underscore FCP for executing foreign currency valuation for open items and GL balances. And some of the tables like for foreign currency revaluation is Fagel underscore FCV underscore data. To actually, this table helps to store valuation to metadata. And also, I worked on one issue called also worked in one real-time issue like valuation run failed for GL balance in USD. So actually, this impacted month-end close delayed, like foreign currency impact missing in the financial rates. So I find out the root cause like a missing exchange rate type assigned in OB22, and I find out the resolution for this, and I checked in OB22 and found exchange rate type is not assigned to the um, assigned, and I updated assignment and saved the, and I reran a Fagel underscore FC with key data before the end of the month, and I verified postings in AC Docker table and Fagel B0 thing, and I finally rescheduled reversal for a month starting. Extension ledger, yeah, right. Extension ledger, I worked on like coming to the extension ledger. Extension ledger is to support parallel reporting requirements without duplicating data. Like unlike standard ledgers, extension ledgers store only delta postings. like adjustments, like ledger like OL. This is the um, it's a part of universal general, like so all postings flow into the AC record table, so ensuring a real, yeah, yeah. So actually, in extension ledger we can use delta postings, right, for adjustment. But in non-leading ledger, there is a full ledger for a parallel accounting. Like non-leading in extension ledger we use it for predictive acting, accounting and tax adjustments, right? But in parallel valuation we use IFRS based local gap, and we use for statutory reporting, non-extension ledger. Frankly speaking, I didn't get this any work on it. Yeah, right. BP. Yes, right. I work on BP. Uh, Actually, business partner is a single point of entry for managing master data across customers. Okay, and coming to the configuration part, the central transactions by using T code BP, we can central transaction to create, change, or display business partners. And here there is a in SAP business partner. There is a basic setting called we define BP roles here, and after that we assign members to the grouping, and we set up a field grouping and screen layout rules, and uh, after that we use T code BUPT to maintain BP role categories and screen sequences, and in BUCG we define BP groupings and member ranges. And finally, we use BUCP to assign membranes to the groupings. Customer vendor integration. For yeah, yeah, worked on it. Yes, right. Yeah, actually, customer vendor integration is a mandatory because the system uses BP as a single master data. Like same steps like BP. Okay, okay. Actually, for customer vendor integration, we use same in SAP Business Partner. We use customer or vendor integration. Like we activate CVI and define synchronization settings, and after that we use a BUPT to maintain BP role categories and screen sequences. Yeah, okay. During CVI implementation, sorry, lost data, right? Yeah, master data synchronization. Maybe um, no, I didn't get any chance to work on that. Yes, right. I worked on FIMM integration. Yes, right. Yeah, right. First of all, I will start with purchase requisition. After that, purchase order, and after that, goods receipt. We use T code MIGO here, and here the accounting entry for goods receipt is inventory account will be debited, and GR air clearing account will be credited. And after that, we here we configure by using T code OBYC. For inventory, we the transaction key is BS6 is to be selected, and the GL account is mapped to the valuation class here. And after that, for GRR clearing account, the transaction key WRX is to be selected, and the GL account is mapped to the valuation class. And after that, invoice receipt, for invoice receipt we use T code Myro. Here the accounting entry for invoice receipt is GRIR clearing account will be debited, and vendor account will be credited. And after that, here vendor GL account is picked from the vendor master, and after that vendor payment, and here a vendor account will be debited and bank clearing account will be credited, and after that finally reconciliation will happen. In reconciliation, you're right. Yeah. Uh, General modifier, right? Yeah, I worked on a configure no, no, general modifier, right? Uh, like a general modifier, actually it is used to actually general modifier is a sub key used within the transaction key logic like GBB, PRD, KON to find the automatic account recognition. Actually, general modifier helps to define postings for similar movement types by assigning different GL accounts. Uh, like in OBYC, we in automatic account recognition, like selecting transaction key GBB and assigning a GL account based on the validation class to general modifier. And after that, we use OMWN for viewing movement type for transaction key mapping, like movement types like 201. Yeah, okay. FIST, right? Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get it. You were asking about post-goods issue journal entry. Yeah, right. When the cost of goods sold will be debited and inventory account will be credited. Yes, right. I worked on parallel ledgers. Yes, right. I worked on AIC process. You're right. AIC process like actually the AIC process. I configured the AIC process to capture costs during the construction phase of an asset. Like coming to configuration in AS01, I created AIC manually and um, in in asset class we defined AUC asset class. There we mark asset class as a AUC and assign a screen layout here. And in K001 we created intern order for WS element for cost capture. And in OKB9 I defined I created internal order. But in K001, but we can create internal order and WS element here. And after that in OKB9 I def no, no, no. In sorry, K001 we can create internal order, but in CJ1 we can create work WS element. Sorry. Yeah. In after that OK B9 we create we define settlement rules to final asset, and after that we F dash 90 we post acquisition to AUC, and finally in AAB we settle AUC to final asset. And I also get one issue for recently for in support project. Yeah, okay. Um, so when we settle final settlement, right? The final settlement account will be debited and AS account will be credited. No, no, everything is fine. The interview is very good. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye.